make sure that sleep is not going to be an issue. And then home time is not going to be an issue. Okay? If it is, really, I'm telling you, if you're lacking in any one of those areas, what up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in to the This Be Trucking channel. So, how is everybody out there in the YouTube community? What are we going to talk about today? How about we talk about the prerequisites to becoming an owner-operator. To me, my opinion, this is a must. And these are prerequisites of you as a driver, okay? I'm sure if you've been doing any research on YouTube, you've probably heard you got to put your 1 year in and, do that with a mega carrier if you can. I agree to that. But I think while you're with that mega carrier, there's some things that you need to measure about yourself. You need to really know what you can and cannot handle about this over-the-road trucking game. We're not talking about if you're coming into this and ultimately your goal is to drive local. I'm saying over-the-road, owner-operator. If that's your ultimate or your next level up after being a company driver. And I think the first thing is, can you consistently drive minimum 450 miles a day? On the high side, 600 miles a day. But be able to do this consistently. Running a recap as opposed to, every 6 days doing a 34-hour restart. Can you operate doing that 34-hour restart? Yes, you can. I'm not saying that you can't, but my thinking or my way of thinking, if I'm out here, if I'm away from home, whenever those wheels can be turning, I want them turning. What's the old saying? If you ain't moving, you lose it. If the wheels ain't turning, you ain't earning. Man, I'm sure there's some more. But, so that would be number one. Do you have the endurance to do that 400 to 600 miles a day on a consistent basis. I'm talking about, 10, 12, 14 days in a row before you even think about a 34-hour restart, And if you know how to run your recap, you can do that. Okay? That's another video. Number 2, depending on teaming or solo. I'll go solo first. As a solo driver, can you sleep in a truck stop with someone to your left running their APU, someone to your right running their reefer? Basically, can you sleep in noisy surroundings? Okay. Good, consistent sleep, 6 to 8 hours during that 10-hour break. Restful sleep. If you're teaming, the big one there, can you sleep while the truck is moving? Simple as that. If that's going to be an issue, well, now you can't team. Or you're not getting the correct sleep. And guess what? With both of those, if you're not getting good sleep, fatigue becomes an issue. And fatigue will kill you or cause you to kill someone else out here. Okay? And then there's the being away from home. As an over-the-road driver, guess what? You're going to be away from home. And the good money is made, especially as an owner-operator, even as a company driver. I noticed that as a company driver, to get those consistent checks. And basically the same thing that happened as a owner-operator, to get those consistent settlements that are, and you want them to be, we won't talk about how much, but you want them to be consistent. If you're wanting to be home every other day, basically running maybe 3-4 days out of the week, your money ain't gonna look like my money. If you can't give this, especially as a startup company, think about it. That's what you will be. You will be a startup company. And if you're not willing to give it, I think 21 days, 24 days at a time, running hard, consistently, before you see home, your money's not going to look like my money. Prerequisites, my top 3. Video's getting kind of long. I didn't want it to even be that long. But even before you think about becoming an owner-operator, of course, you got to get that first year in. During that first year, those 3 things, make sure you can live up to them, Make sure that you can drive 450 to 600 miles a day on a consistent basis. And what I mean, like I say, consistent, I'm talking, 10, 12, 14 days in a row. Easy, Make sure that sleep is not going to be an issue. And then home time is not going to be an issue. Okay? If it is, really, I'm telling you, if you're lacking in any one of those areas, over the road becomes not fun. Okay? It becomes hard. It becomes difficult. Because you start dealing with whatever reason that you have to be at home. You have to. You're dealing with that now. So I would say, make sure that, like I say, you can handle those 3 items. If you can't handle those 3 items, or like I say, if any one of them is a problem, that first year, see if you can overcome it. If not, this might not be the game for you. Now, I'm assuming all y'all gonna be able to handle it. So come on out here. It's fun out here. To me. A lot of drivers will tell you this is bullshit. Why am I doing this? But then there's a lot of drivers that will tell you in it all day, every day, hey, they love what they do. Okay? Now, y'all know what to do. Like, share, dislike. That's right, dislike. If you don't like the content, tell me why in the comment section. If you liked it, got any questions, in the comment section. And of course, share and subscribe. If you subscribe, hit the little bell. Every time I put up a video, you'll get a notification.